rivalry. The Boston Red Sox and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. It's Major League Baseball 2K9.
Two teams who have developed a coast-to-coast rivalry. It's the Red Sox and the Angels of Anaheim in our ballgame. Well, here's a guy whose name around Major League Baseball means hits. His name is Torrey Hunter. Will he be a factor? We're going to find out today. Glad you could join us for Major League Baseball. I'm Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips. Later on, we'll catch up with Genius Velasco and Steve Physioc. They'll be at Hardball Central. Starting will be Ervin Santana. And Steve, as he gets into this Boston lineup, what are we going to see?
Well, he's a high-quality pitcher on the mound. I don't think there's any question about it. This is an outstanding lineup he's going to face today, Gary. So I think it's going to be critical that he's on top of his game. He can get this lineup, but he's going to have to hit his spots and command his pitches and keep the ball down.
Sponsored by State Farm, a chance to check out the lineup for the Red Sox. Steve, how about anyone in that lineup you want to highlight?
The little man with thunder in his bat, Dustin Pedroia, can impact this game with one swing of the bat.
And Jacoby Ellsbury to bat as we get ready for the first pitch.
For the Boston Red Sox, center fielder, number 46, Ellsbury.
Santana. And that'll retire Ellsbury.
You have to have quick reflexes on the mound. You're the closest to the hitter of anybody else on the field. The ball got back on him. He was able to make the play, moves his feet to be able to get the momentum going to first base for the throw. Nice job.
One out, nobody on. Santana's pitch swung on and missed. 0-1. He deals. On the ground to third. Picked up by Figgins. And that sets down Pedroia.
Now batting for the Boston Red Sox, designated hitter, number 34, David.
Got a chance to check out the Angels. Let's see where they're positioning themselves on defense.
Well, quality defense with this club, backing up their pitcher on the mound, best in the division, so they can make all the plays.
David Ortiz, Big Papi up.
Well, every lineup needs a big power bat, and he is a guy that can change the game with one swing of the bat.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Santana sets and throws. He swings on that 0-0 delivery, misses the fastball. Strike one.
Now, Gary, talk about changing the game as a power hitter. Well, the key is looking for a pitch to hit. Patience at the plate, understanding that the first strike isn't necessarily the best strike you're going to see.
Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. This one towards Matthews Jr. That's caught. Side is retired. Nobody left on base. No runs or hits here in this half inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first. And we'll get to see Daisuke Matsuzaka pitching. He gets settled in for Boston. Steve, as he gets into this Angels lineup, what's he looking at?
Matsuzaka's fastball is about the mid-90 range with good late movement. And he challenges the hitters, but he refuses to give in at any time. He'll walk you if he needs to pitch around to get to the next guy.
And it's Sean Figgins now. Fresh count. Figgins. Here it comes. He takes that one. Matsuzaka has him 0-1.
Well, nothing like a good, solid four-seam fastball, and this guy clearly has that as his best pitch, Gary, and it allows you to use all your secondary pitches off of it.
Drops down a bunt. Lowell picking it up. And his throw gets him one away. And with this pitch, it keeps you honest at the plate because you've got to be looking for it all the time.
Well, you've got to speed up the look fastball, and then it makes you vulnerable to the off-speed stuff.
Time for our State Farm lineup. Let's take a look at who the Angels have. Steve, who do you keep an eye on there?
But take a look at Torrey Hunter. He's a guy that if you get the ball up in the zone, he can hurt you, and he can take your mistakes out of the ballpark.
And here's Gary Matthews Jr. Nobody on base, one away. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
Well, the Angels, one of the best in baseball at home in 2008. They won 100 games. Half of those games they won at home. A 50-31 record. Outstanding.
Matsuzaka gets set and delivers. And it's 0-2. Matthews Jr., who can K, will be careful. And certainly part of the reason they win at home is they've had a pitching staff to take advantage of this yard.
Well, no doubt. I mean, both the starting rotation and a bullpen. Great depth of pitching for the Angels.
Swung on, missed, curveball, struck him out, 2 down.
That's the best way to do it. 3 pitches, efficiency. Save your arm.
Can't be any more efficient than that. 3 and gone.
1. Rivera.
Here's a look at how the Red Sox will line up defensively. Any scouting picks, Steve?
Gary, take a look. Jason Bay, very professional guy, makes all the routine plays, and every once in a while, the flair for the excitement, the diving catch.
And it's Juan Rivera at the plate. Two outs and nobody on. The